Here's a brief movie that shows you how to use Snapshot to audit your platform licenses. Now, platform licenses are like regular Salesforce licenses, but they're specifically designed to support the managed package use case. So if you have a managed package installed somewhere and you need to give some users access to it, you can use platform licenses for that. Now, platform licenses don't have access to some of the important standard objects like opportunity and case, so they really are for managed package access. Now, there's two types of platform licenses. Platform Starter gives you access to 10 custom objects, and Platform Plus gives you access to 110. The problem is, this is really just on the honor system. If you want to be sure that you're in compliance with your Salesforce contract, you need to count up your usage of the platform licenses. But that can be pretty complex because it involves all of the different ways to access an object that those users have. So let's look at this scenario in Snapshot. So here we are in Snapshot. I want to look at my security reporting, profiles, and permission sets. This is an extremely useful report. For example, it will show you for your profiles all of your Apex class, application visibility, field permissions, all the different permissions in a profile. And these are profiles down the left, and in this case, field permissions across the top. And I can export all of that information in matrix format. I can do the same thing for my permission sets. In this case, I have permission sets down the left, and again, field permissions across the top, but I can look at all of my permissions. I can do the same thing for permission set groups, which is really useful because it's the roll-up of all the permissions in the group minus the muting permission, so it gives you the true group permissions. But what we're going to look at today is what we call combined security reports. We'll have users down the left-hand side, and in this case, object permissions, or whatever you select, across the top. And so, for example, you can see this user started out with no access to this custom object, was assigned a permission set with create, delete, edit, and read, and ended up with a combined security of create, delete, edit, and read permission. So it not only shows you what their true permissions are based on all of their assignments, it also shows you what the final security is and how they got there. So now for our use case, we first of all want to find users that have a platform license. So we can right-click right here and bring up the Select Users interface. We want to select users by permission. In this case, we're going to select user licenses, and we're going to select Salesforce Platform. And these will be the platform licenses. We want active and inactive users of all type, and we can find them. And so here they are. These three users have platform licenses. So let's select those users. Now the other trick is we need to trim the table because we don't want to see all the objects. We only want to see objects that are custom objects, but that are not managed objects. And so if we select those items, you'll see here we have all of the regular custom objects, no standard objects, and no managed objects. So let's click OK. And that's it. We're done. The report will now show you these three users have platform licenses. And if you jump to the end of the report here, you'll see which ones have full access and some access. So this user has access to 81 custom objects. This user has access to 10. And so you can export this in any format. You could take it to native Excel and figure out very simply how many platform licenses you had with access to 10 objects, how many you had with access to 110, and you would know right there if you were in compliance with your Salesforce contract. All right, a really useful use case for profiles and permission sets in Snapshot.